We're on a new one today. King Gallcobar. Hope I'm saying that right. Gallcobar. King Gallcobar. New link from Vulcan. I'll leave the information in the description afterwards. Thought we'd try it out. Now we're going to start this with Pelops code. I'm just doing the first 4 stages to quickly grab the ancient shard and see if we have a lucky first pull. Alright, let's see. First ancient pull on the new account. Let's see what lifestyle gear we get as well. Hopefully it's something with either crit gloves or speed boots. That'll be nice, you know. Don't show me 3 flat stats. That's pretty bad. Ay ay ay. Alright. We'll make do. I'm not gonna reroll. We're just gonna get stuck into it and see how much progress we can make. Now, because I'm gonna use the Pelops code, might as well click on the Cheshire Cat, or we can go vice versa. Pull Pelops, put Cheshire Cat code in, either, and out of the epics I do prefer her. So first ancient, we're gonna get a rare. Let's show us a blue. Maybe I should say we get a Lego so the luck increases. No, doesn't work. We do get an Argonite though, Crimson Pegasus. He's alright. He has a taunt, doesn't he? Yeah, and more shields. Okay. Alright, as far as rares goes, he's probably top 20, maybe? Like he's not the worst. He's up there. Get all this login stuff out of the way. Now I would have liked to have started this 5 hours ago for the day reset, about 5.5 hours ago. However, I had to go out to physio and do some other stuff. Visited one of my mates, so didn't get a chance to get that done before reset. So I didn't get 2 days of login like I usually like to do, but we're gonna cope with this. We'll leave that there. There we go. We got the Pelops and we got the King G. Collect them both. For lifesteal gear, it's probably gonna go on the King. Perhaps. Let's have a look at what we got. HP percent can go on the Pelops. Let's chuck on these 4 like that on him. And Pelops can take the HP percent and the head. And we'll just chuck these on while we're at it. And then old mate can take the remainder of the attack gear. Yeah, live like that for now. So the goal is to just get stuck right into doing campaign. Push campaign to level 10, and then I'll swap out probably Pelops for Criodan and let the King and Criodan push through campaign, because it'll be a lot faster than using the Pelops. Once we hit level 10, I do want to see if it allows us to join a clan. I've noticed recently it's been allowing us to join clans at level 10 rather than level 20 or whatever it was. So that's a huge help. So we got a few comments. So Steven said he's decided to make one after all. Yeah, I have decided to make one after all. I mean, okay, like I wasn't going to, because I thought I was going to use this time as a little break to push my main accounts a bit further and make more content on them, because I've had some questions about it. Like the Tech TN account, I've only showed one video on. The Key Hulk account, I've made a lot of progress, and I haven't really revealed much there besides the recent video, which was quite rushed. And yeah, I need to make more content on that and really push those accounts. But here we are, making making another account and getting on the trend. Like you guys know me, I couldn't not make a video on a new link, so had to do it. And Diego says it's pretty nice. Doing a reroll, all brutal 3-star. Yeah, nice. All right, so it's good to know that they can Brutal 3-star quite easily in the first day. That's my goal with this one. I'm not going to stream for 24 hours. Like, I'm going to do it maybe. I think I'll just show you guys what I do for the first few hours until I feel like it's slowing down. But the goal is obviously to get the Sacred from Brutal in the first day. A rule of thumb, as long as you can get a Sacred from somewhere in the first day and pull it, then that's good. And then you can pull your 3 or 4 voids that you get on day 2 on the 2x. And then that will really determine your account. If you don't get Sacreds in the first day, don't pull them until the next event. Like, just hold on to them. There's no point blowing them for a random epic. Like, your chances 6% for a legendary out of an event, it's just not worth it. You might as well wait for the 12% or wait for an event. So that's just my thought process on that. Steven put a double Lego. You weren't the one that got Wixwell, were you? Let me check. You got Holgok? Who was your other legendary? Oh, also, so my giveaway for the Gaiath account just went off. Shadow X7Z got the. Congrats, you got the Gaiath account. I'll message you now with the details for that, so you can get playing on that. I think that's only on day 3. So let me just, while I'm doing this, I'll message Shadow. Yes, Charles, I'm live. First time going live on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I went live yesterday on Twitch playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the resynced version. I know a lot of you guys subscribe for Raid Shadow Legends, and obviously I'm gonna keep doing Raid as frequently as possible. But I figured since I've started YouTube and started my own Discord and such, I don't want to play other games without either recording or going live, so I can make content on it, and just to get better and improve my skills across the board, and to make a larger audience, I suppose. So if I'm gonna play things like League of Legends, Assassin's Creed, Forza, anything like that on the side, while I'm background battling on Raid, I'd like to either record it or stream it with you guys, so we can interact and I can get more content out there. So yeah. So you got Holguk and Cracklin Arc, and the second guy was an Organ Tribes guy. All right, very nice, cool. Sounds like you're gonna keep the account. Having an extra 2 legendaries to start with definitely helps with all aspects of the game, especially faction wars. You're gonna have a good advantage there. Still no Venus. No, so the account where I pulled the Cupidus, the Gaiath Truth account that I just made 2 days ago, I did a little giveaway on my Discord. It was a 24-hour giveaway, and someone's just won that. So I won't be playing that account. I've given that away. I had no intentions of playing that account, so pulling the legendary was just an added bonus. Same with like when I made the Artak account a couple weeks ago. I only played it for maybe 3 or 4 days just to try it out and put a review on it, but I had no plans of playing it through. If I'd pulled something good on that account, I would have done a giveaway on that as well, but it didn't get anything pretty good. So I tend to do that frequently as well. I make quite a lot of accounts with new links and new codes and try them all out. I've got a Cheshire Cat Harvest Jack account somewhere out there on one of my logins, and I played that up to about level 50 just to dominate Arena, just to see how that went. And that was super fun for Arena, but Clan Boss was absolutely garbage. So I haven't logged into that for about a month. But if anyone wants a Cheshire Cat Harvest Jack account, I'm definitely happy to pass that along. And one more battle to hit level 10, and then we'll join a clan. I know someone mentioned in Discord asking if someone's going to make a clan for everyone that's starting with the King G. And I'm happy to do that. If no one's made a clan yet, I'm happy to make a new clan for the King. Lil Red said, "Hi, this is my first video of yours watching. I've been waiting for someone to start an account with him. Thanks for watching." There is a video that Vulcan put up last night of the link, and I know he mentioned that he will be. Wait, sorry. Well, let me finish my train of thought. Level 13 to create a clan. All right, I'm just gonna join a random clan for now. Let's just type in free to play, see what pops up. So Vulcan mentioned that he'll be playing a new main account with this as well. So another reason why I wanted to get on the bandwagon. It'd be interesting to see how we both go free to play, new account, see how we make progress. So we're looking at new clans as well. Obviously, the first day doesn't matter too much, but you want to kind of get someone that will at least clear the first difficulty of clan boss, so that your first few keys you at least get a double chest on day one, and then you can leave the clan and join a different one, because we're most likely going to be doing normal and hard clan boss in the first day or two. So I look at stars for activity, but I also look at power to see who clears off. So let's see if we can join this one and see who's active. All right, not a lot of people active, but possibly someone like this should be one tapping the clan boss. So let's have a look at level 17. All right, we've got time. So you want to join a clan as soon as possible, so that 1 hour timer for clan boss starts. So with your missions, you can get to the clan boss mission and not have any delays with that. With the market, try and open it every hour on the hour, so it shows the gear and the shards, and then unlock the slots. Don't go for things like this. This is actually really good. I'm gonna get that. I'm only gonna get that because it's got speed and crit on it. It's a 1-star. It's cheap. It doesn't matter too much. I do need now that I've gotten level 10. I've done these things. This is when I tend to slow down a bit and clear off everything else. So the goal is just to rush into a clan, just so you start that timer. Now we don't have any treasure tickets. I will go through and grab these later. I usually grab the 4-star chicken pretty early, as soon as I'm ready to make a 5-star. I tend to grab the arcane potions when I'm ready to 3-star ascend Pelops, which I usually try and do as soon as possible. So I'll grab that in the first day as well. And then sometimes the gems, just to speed up whatever I'm doing. So they're the only ones I really grab at the start. The rest I pretty much wait until I need energy. Now, where are we at? We need a few pieces of gear to level 4. All of these are garbage, but that's okay. Pelops cover all the areas. Join a clan. Yeah, I will create a clan once I hit level 17. So just give me. It'll probably be in an hour, because in an hour I will finish the clan quest to get 3-star activity in the first day, and then once that's done, I've got 6 hours before my next key, so that's when I'll make a new clan. So with the XP brews at the start, a lot of people tend to pull them in whoever they're campaign farming with. I disagree. There's going to be a mission to get your starter to level 30 and to rank him up, so you might as well speed it up and put the first 4 brews into Kale. While you're here, also chuck in the skill book as well, and then you'll make some progress in the apprentice pass, because you might as well max out Kale's skills early on, especially because we're going to be using him in the first few battles of clan boss until we get Venomage and Farrakhan unlocked. I wouldn't recommend getting your starter past level 40. There's just really no need, unless he needs to be a part of your clan boss team. There's no need. With this, you want to put your food in there first, so I'm going to put 2 stars in there. And I don't usually super raid on these early stages, because you want to kind of maximize your energy efficiency, because before you know it, if you super raid everything, every single quest, every single dungeon, you'll run out of energy so quick, and you need that energy to level everyone up to get your first 6-star. Hey Icefang, how's it going? I'm good, very good, thank you. Very excited for this account. I have to remind myself to give myself a break tonight though, and jump on my other accounts and do all my dailies. Otherwise, I'm putting the brakes on those accounts, and it won't be fun. We're gonna lose content on them. But yeah, this account I'm gonna go pretty hard on it in the first 7 days, I think, and then we'll go from there. I've got a lot of spare time next week, so it should be all right. Charles 1031, you said you can't start on mobile, have to wait till later. Send me a message on Discord, or send someone a message in Discord. There's lots of people out there that are happy to help make new accounts for people, and I'm one of them. It takes me 5 minutes to make a new account and get the code typed in, so definitely message on Discord, see if anyone's available to help out with that. One keying easy on day one with this start. That's good. That's good to know. This shouldn't be a surprise. If you start Pelops and any poisoner, even Pelops, Venomage, and Kale can one key easy on day one. It shouldn't be an issue there. So we're just going to push through clear stage 7 of this, and then we're going to go through more of the Arbiter missions. When I get to the next Arbiter mission that says to get 3 lesser potions from the dungeons, I usually quickly go through and get to stage 3 of all the potion keeps to get that first challenge out of the way. So then when we have to do when we have to get more potions later on, we're already higher up, and it completes the dungeon challenge as well. The dungeon challenge is very, very important to try and get done before you make too much progress in the dungeon, otherwise in the potion keeps, otherwise you have to backtrack to clear off the lower stages. I wasted all my life luck on this account, got Wixel from Hard Sacred. Yes, I did see your message in Vulcan's Discord. You're the one that got Wixel. That is insane. You just, yeah, wow, you've taken the biggest shortcut there. You couldn't have started with a better combo, you know, having all these shields and then having Wixwell. I think you're set. You're set. Wixwell and Nut, or Newt, however you want to say it, on this account would be such an ultimate start. But yeah, there's so many legendaries that fit right into this team, because you have the doors open for raw damage dealers, it's open for more supports, it's open for even more poisoners work on this comp, because the king procs those poisons so frequently, right? So yeah, you can really anyone works in this comp. If you're looking for re-rolling, maybe look at someone that's probably good in Fire Knight. That might be the only thing I can think of that might be a little weak with this start. So I know you've got the Criodan and the Fracken. Venomage also has a triple hitter, A1. They're really good, but once you get to higher Fire Knight rounds, you might start to struggle a little bit. I think Spider, you wouldn't have issues with. Ice Golem, definitely no issue with. Yeah, that's all I can think about. Maybe a Reviver. A Reviver, or someone that provides a bit of what Criodan does, so maybe someone with a speed boost and then a little bit of what Fracken does, either a multi-hit or something, and you can replace, like a Tagore replacement pretty much, because you've got Criodan for Fire Knight, you need someone with revives or speed boost to take that place. So if you pulled a Tagore, for example, in this account, I think that'd work amazingly. Hey Prev, what are you going to do with Faction Wars and Perception Gear, since it is just Kale and Ceres? I actually, I probably should do it, but I usually can't even be bothered to open this on my phone and get Madame Ceres. So with Kale, you can get to stage 6 in his Faction Wars. You pretty much just kind of wait and see. It's not even open to level 20. You pretty much just wait and see if Faction Wars opens for, what's the word I'm looking for? For Venomage, for the guys you have in your login, so your starter champs, you just check every day to see if their Faction Wars opens up, and you just push those. With Perception Gear, you don't have to stress too much on this account, because you have the king, who doesn't really need perception gear, and Pelops, who doesn't really need perception gear early anyway. So you're pretty much just going to build them both really tanky, right? So you can get away with not having legendary perception gear materials from faction wars in that first week. And there's not many people that can actually do it. Like when you do it with Orc, with Gallic and Tagore, you have to invest so hard into Tagore to get that done straight away. So hypothetically, if Tagore was on this link, you still probably wouldn't do it because A, you don't need much perception gear, and B, you don't want to invest into Tagore that hard that early when you've got the king and Pelops to both get to 60, right? Like Tagore's not in the top two, in my opinion, at least. Like I very rarely start with Gallic. I usually start with Aethel. I start with Aethel a lot because, or if I start with Corvus, I definitely start with Aethel. I find that a lot better to push faction wars with than having Tagore and Gallic. Yeah, it's either Aethel or Kale. If I need a poisoner, Kale. If I don't need a poisoner, it's Aethel. That's just my opinion. I don't, not a big fan of Gallic. Yeah, that's just my opinion on that. And coincidentally, every time I start with Aethel for Sacred Order, I tend to pull a Sacred Order legendary, whether that was I've pulled Alice on day one, I've pulled Cupidus day one. I tend to pull a lot of Sacred Orders, so maybe I should have done that with this one. I should have started with Old Mate and might have pulled something good at the start. So anyway, this is just me grinding through. With this one, I usually just put those three in. You can even get away with not doing Kale. Actually, we got Criodan, don't we? Who am I kidding? Don't forget your Criodan at level 10. Criodan's making the cut. Alright. So, don't put anyone in here that you don't need masteries for, because you're just going to waste it. And this is the one where I will super raid, just to speed it up, because masteries is just going to take a long time if you don't super raid it. Yeah, it's just a reviver missing in the link. I agree, Icefang. You can like, you're not going to struggle because you do have a lot of shields. And with the taunt from Pelops, everyone should kind of stay alive. You got a lot of crowd control with Criodan, like it should be all right. It's just for the clan boss, really. The clan boss is the only thing where a reviver is going to be huge. That's early game. By the time you get to like building out multiple teams, you should have a lot more options for revivers and such. But yeah, so this is why I usually jump through Arbiter missions, because now it's telling me to get 6 more artifacts from campaign. So if I had continued campaign, if I'd continued campaign too far, then it'd be a lot slower to get that gear. Now, who do I want to run here? Like, I know I want to run Criodan because he's stronger. He's got AoEs. Do I want to run him with Pelops or with the King? I think with the King. And we're just going to chuck this on. I think this is the plan. Just full attack gear on Criodan. Oh, I didn't swap him out. Anyway, that's alright. Alright, you can almost one-shot the wave. What I'm going to do is, once this finishes, I'll jump back in. I'll upgrade all that gear to level 4 or level 8. Probably level 8. And then throw him in with the King and see if he can just one-shot the wave. Bacon Waffers, you said you started a new account with the King a couple hours ago with Pelops side. Just popped an Ancient for shits and gigs and pulled Gallcobar for a Reza. Beautiful. Good start. Gallcobar's definitely a good reviver. Who do you think I should buy Masters for? The King or Pelops? Pretty much whoever you want to get the 60 first. So, I can imagine that the King could probably... He can probably solo 12-3 faster than Pelops. Or maybe not. Like, he's got an AoE, but he doesn't have the HP burns or the deflect damage. Pretty much, when you get to 12-3, see who's faster at farming it, and then that person probably get them to 60 and then do the masteries on them. Pelops, you're pretty much using both of them everywhere. Like, there's no reason to not have either of them in every single team. So it comes down to 12-3, but even then, Criodan at level 50 can farm 12-3 faster than Pelops. So I would probably do Pelops. I'm a big Pelops guy, but if you want to try something different and try something you haven't tried before, do the King and get him to 60 first. Either, it's gonna be fine. You got to do one then the other. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is Criodan's gonna be my level 50 farmer for 12-3, and then if the King's dying too quick in battles, then I'll do him. He doesn't have a multi-hitter, does he? On his, it's all single. Yeah, one target, all enemies. Yeah, I don't know. I'll wait and see. I think I'll probably do Pelops. I've done Pelops every time, and his shield scaling off his health is huge. So just getting him to 60 will give a larger shield to everyone else, and that's just going to keep everyone alive, right? So doing Pelops first is probably the safer idea. But if you want to try something different, just go for the King. I wouldn't do Criodans. He can do 12-3 just fine without needing to do that. So don't stress about that. What mission are we up to? 6 more. Equip 6 off. Okay, so I'll just upgrade his stuff, chuck this on him, keep him alive, get all this to level 8, and then jump back in the campaign for 5 minutes. Which link do you think is the best? Probably this link. Let me grab the link. It's probably a good idea. Let me finish upgrading this. I will chuck it in a battle so you guys aren't watching a screen not moving. And then I'll throw the link in the chat of this stream so you guys can see it. I should probably put the lifesteal gear on Criodan. What am I doing? Alright, let's get to battle, swap you out, and just do those two. Yep, no aura. That's fine. Yes, no, it's gonna be so annoying with that popping up with no aura every single time. Like, come on. Where is the... How do I view my own stream live? Where's my comment section? Open Studio. Ooh, that's bright. Ah, there we go. Okay. So if I do that, that adds it in chat. Sweet. This is cool. Did I miss anyone's comment? Grand Oak's also good. Yeah, Grand Oak and Pelops are good. You just fall behind on damage. It's you got to pull someone good to start off with to really get that team going. What am I doing? Someone said, how long does it take to clear? I'm assuming you're referring to campaign. It's just a matter of how long you want to keep Criodan on the team. It's going to be 30 seconds to a minute for every round. If you went back to the King and Pelops, it might be a little slower. After I finish hard campaign, I'm probably going to push the dungeon challenges to get Pelops Ascended, and then it'll be him and the king finishing off Brutal, probably. Just a matter of what gear I get. If I get some good lifesteal gear, I'll chuck it on Criodan. If I don't, then the king's going to stay in. It's going to be slow, but it'll be reliable. Someone said they wish they replaced Venomage with Tagore. I see what you mean, because you're ticking all the boxes, but by having two shielders plus Venomage, who brings a 15% damage reduction pretty much to the whole team, plus he's going to apply more poisons. He's got defense break and attack break, and he's got a poison proc. You can't not have him for clan boss, for any boss really. He's bringing a lot of damage and survivability, which is really good. Because without the Venomage, you don't have that attack break consistently. You don't have that defense break consistently, and you don't have that extra 15% damage reduction. Oh, we're getting close here. Actually, I need to get Criodan on some lifesteal gear. Otherwise, this is going to be really slow. Let's go back. Criodan's going to jump on. Oh, I don't have 4-piece lifesteal, do I? Let's just push. Let's push. How hard can it be? Oh, guys, we're almost up to another ancient. You know what that means? Another chance of getting Cheshire Cat. If you guys see me live pull a Cheshire Cat off an ancient in the first 24 hours, you're going to lose it. You're going to think I'm cheating. The amount of accounts where I've just pulled someone ridiculous. Yeah, that's not fair. But Cheshire Cat would fit this team perfectly. Your campaign will be a speed run. Everything will be sorted. Arena, Arena would be good. Someone said, what's your thoughts on Folan with this link? His debuff spread can be really nasty in this lineup. Yeah, you're putting a lot of what's the word I'm looking for here? With Folan, you're going for a lot more damage. Like Pelops Fallen, for example, which you can't do, would be better because your Pelops brings a lot more survivability than the King. Now, with the King, you do have shields and poisons, and then Fallen, you got raw damage plus block passives. But I feel like it's a little too squishy because you don't have that Tagore there as a reviver. It might be difficult, but definitely try it out. Let me know how you go. I don't have a lot of experience with Fallen personally, but if you think Fallen would work with this, definitely try it out and share your progress in Discord. We're definitely happy to see people try new things and to teach everyone else with what's happening. What do you think about Pelops, Padrig, Deacon, Tagore, and Fracken together? Is that an actual link? Ambush, I'm pretty sure I saw on the creator have a link with Venomage. Pelops, Padrig, Deacon, Tagore, Fracken. The thing is with Deacon, he's not on a lot of links because he's basically a legendary. So I know that Plarium don't like putting him on links unless unless it's not too overpowered. Having Deacon, Padrig, Tagore, and Farrakhan on the same link, I feel like that's a little too overpowered. It's not the best combo, but Deacon himself, like you gotta put him with weaker epics for Plarium to allow that to happen, right? Are you gonna play on this account for long term? Ambush, I think so. Like, let's just see. Let's see how the first week goes. I'm gonna put a lot of time into it on the first week. I've got my other account, my Criodan Keyhulk account on my phone, just doing daily stuff in the background now. So I'm gonna multitask a little bit. I've been playing a little bit of that Digimon Up game that just came out yesterday as well, but that's a very, very idle game. So I've been putting a little bit of time into that every few hours. Seems like fun, but no, I'll probably honestly give up on it after a week. But yeah, no, this account, I've always wanted another poisoner start. Um, I'm sick of Nama. I was over Nama very, very quickly. That's why you guys haven't seen, apart from the um Tectian account that has Nama and Pelops, you haven't seen any of my Nama accounts because I was sick of her very quick. I'm a bigger fan of Corvus. I know it's very controversial out there. Nama is better for purely just clan boss, but I prefer Corvus across the board in more game modes, right? And he's just more fun to use. I got over Nama very quickly. So having another Poisoner legendary start is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see how this plays out. Someone said they got lucky enough to make an account with that link, but they removed Deacon and added Venomage. Yeah. Um, should you keep it? I don't know. It depends. Like the thing is, like, are you having fun, right? Because the game's about having fun. And everyone knows that mentality of giving up on account because they think it has bad luck. But you never know when the next shard's gonna pull something good. So I definitely think everyone should have one account that they commit to long term, completely free to play, that they're gonna, they save up for events and they just commit long term. Because once you get past that first year, it's all about resource manage like it's resource management from day one. But after the first 6 to 12 months, you're planning a month ahead of when you're going to do the next thing. There's no more. You can't indulge yourself into a last minute decision and stuff like that. Like, you're planning ahead. Your account has true identity because you're going to have a unique combination of legendaries that you can never pull that exact same combination on another account. Like, every account is just unique, right? So say this account, my first few ancients, I pull rares, my voids are rare, my first sacred is a crappy ancient. Should I give up on the account or not? I don't know, because like if I start another one, is it going to be the same thing? Or if I stay on this one, maybe I'll pull some shards next week and I'll get, Harima or Wixwell. You never know, right? So the decision is you just gotta, like, if you look at a good example is Vulcan's account, Vulcan's current main account. A lot of you guys know it. A lot of you guys come from his channel. He's had the worst luck. If you look at his shard pools, man, he's had the worst luck. He's 100 and something days into the account. Like, I think it's close to 115, 120. He's been pulling absolute crap. He's given away, I think it's 2 or 3 accounts where he pulled Newt straight away, which he could have played. He could have kept them, right? But he's had the worst luck with this in regards to legendaries. But he's probably had really good luck into other parts of this that he hasn't noticed, right? Like, probably the superior potions that he gets, or mythical drops, or RNG and certain things. Like, you never know. Like, you don't know what you're giving up to. Like, all those people that re-roll. Like, the guy that in this channel is watching now that re-rolled and got Wixwell. He might not pull another legendary for 3 months, right? Like, you don't know what you're giving up for restarting accounts. So just commit to one account. And then if you want a good alternate account, then feel free to start again and re-roll, I guess. Charlotte said, I was almost done with my main account. Most of my stuff was out of date, but I pulled a Fabian. Yeah, exactly. It gets better. I've had my oldest account. I started in 2019, 7 years ago, and every year out of the blue, I never uninstalled Raid. It was always on my phone, and every year randomly there'd be a month where I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me try playing Raid again, and I'd play it a little bit, and then I'd hop off, and I'd play it a little bit, and then I'd hop off. And every time when I hopped off, I was like, nah, screw this game, and just pulled all my shards every single time. So I logged onto it for the first time in, I think, March this year. This is when I got back into Raid full time, was March this year. I logged onto it, and I was like, the first thing I wanted to do was make a clan boss team, because I couldn't even 1 key hard clan boss. The account's 7 years old, and it couldn't 1 key hard clan boss, right? So I was like, all right, let's create a clan boss team. So I literally looked up, like, I researched every single epic I had on my account, because I had like three legendaries, right? So I looked up every single epic I had, and research like on Hell Hades and saw which the best ones were. I literally created a team with like 5 poisoners or something stupid. Like I didn't know that you can only have 10 debuffs on the debuff bar. It was absolutely stupid, right? So I had like a Cult Brawler, Venomage, Kale. Um, yeah, I had some stupid combination. I still couldn't 1-key it. And then about a month later, I logged onto it again, pulled all my shards out of like it was a 2x event for something. Pulled all my shards, got nothing, gave up on it. And I logged onto it like 2 days ago, and I'm like, you know what? Let's fix this account. I maxed out. It's got Mikey, it's got Ezio, it's got Seal of the Drakes. I pulled a bloody Angar, which is terrible. I pulled a Gwendolyn. She's not too bad. It's got Whisper. Who else does it have? It's got a decent chunk of people. It's got a lot of epics, like 7 years worth of shard pulling of epics. So it's got a good foundation, but I think it's like level 50 something. Like it's not even high level because I barely played it. I think when I first logged in this year, it had like 14,000 energy sitting there. But I just didn't know what I was doing. It has a lot of 60s and a lot of masteries. I think that's all I was doing was just leveling people up, not actually pushing anything. Dragon was at like Dragon 17 or something. It was terrible. A bit annoyed because I missed out on the Xenomorph login. I missed out on the Ninja login twice in the 7 years. Um, yeah, missed out on a lot of shit, but it's nostalgic to me. Logging into an account that was the gear. Whew! I think it was like 14 million worth of silver I sold on it yesterday just from the gear because everything was just there. Oh, it was terrible. But stay on account long term. When you get high level, you will start getting better gear. If you restart every month, you're never gonna get to completing Siege and Grim Forest and stuff like that, where you actually start making strong accounts, right? Like everyone can have, you know, a 1 week challenge and see how far they can get in 1 week, but how far can you get in 3 months is a bigger question, right? My main account banned, I will off and like a toxic X. I don't think I know what you mean. Dave, I pulled a Fabian. Can't make this shit up. Just got Razzlevarg. You just got Razzlevarg in your first pull. Is that on the same account with the King and Pelops with Razzlevarg? That's insane. You've got a speed lead in Arena now. You got a nuker. That's good. I do rank Razzlevarg under Cheshire Cat. No, I know some people disagree, but yeah, Razzlevarg's huge pull. A nuker with this start is perfect. What Steven said, see a new Lego Link, Vulcan shows no show. Yeah, I feel what you're saying, Steven. Like every time there's a new link or code or something, you just want to start a new account and try. But just think about what you need long term, right? As soon as you see a link, like say like this is a good example. You've got a Poisoner, you got Pelops, you got lots of shields, you got Criodan, which is good for wave clear, speed aura. You got multi attacker, you got Venomage. Like you ticked a lot of boxes for a lot of the game. So now, if you commit to an account like this, or even the Nama Pelops account was a good example, you could commit to that account long term because you've covered a lot of areas of the game. So if you have bad RNG, you can still play the game. That's all you need to look out for, right? If you go for an account like, let's say, when people were doing Tholan start, Tholan and Pelops, you're missing a Poisoner. So you slowed down your progress on Clan Boss, but you can still play a lot of the game. My personal preference, and I know Vulcan's got the same opinion on this, is Clan Boss team priority number one. As long as you can push Clan Boss, as soon as you start getting those sacred shards, even the void shards, even legendary books as a consistent resource income, then you're going to start. What am I doing? There we go. Then you can, like, those shards are going to earn you more champions. I guess that's like the easiest way to say it, right? Yeah, just focus on clan boss teams first. I don't know what I'm doing with Pelops. We're just gonna ignore Pelops. We don't need to look at him yet. This part is when I usually give all my gear to Kale. Real quick, fitting room. No, not fitting room. Equipped. Just chuck on everything from Criodan back on the Kale, and this clears off this quest. What is happening? It's already on him. Whoops. Criodan, shield, Criodan, glove, Criodan chest. You know what? I'm an idiot, and I could have just done this. Because that clears off the quest, yes. And then you go back to Criodan, filter, preset. There we go. Dunzos. 6 more artifacts from campaign. This is probably boring. I probably should have just made a 10-minute video on YouTube for this. But I like chatting with you guys, so we're going to keep going. We're going to get these shards. I know you guys want to see what I pull. You said you're playing and quitting on and off since 2020. Tell me, were you continuing on the same account or were you starting a new account every time? Because looking back at my old account, starting with a Kale back then, I've kind of wanted to do this these days, right? So let me just spit my idea real quick, right? So back then, starting with the Kale, it wasn't so bad because the missions, the Arbiter missions were so different. I don't know if people know this, but the Arbiter missions back then were very similar to the artifact challenges. The Arbiter missions literally had you doing what the artifact dungeons, the artifact challenges say. So that they had you repeating the lifesteal gear, the attack gear. You had to go get speed gear. You had to go get all this gear. Also, what the heck is Criodan doing? We're swapping this around. We are putting. You know what? No, we're putting Pelops Criodan. Should I Pelops Criodan? Criodan needs lifesteal gear. I should have re-rolled this with lifesteal gear because a good set of lifesteal gear would have sorted all of this out. We're putting lifesteal gear on him. Let me just. He's got the head. He's got the boots. These boots, defense, attack. Yes, as I was saying, so you had to farm a lot of gear. So you leveled up your starters pretty easily, and they had pretty good gear. Not compared to today, like obviously, but for back then it was a lot easier than it looked. The only thing I think would be different today is the Arbiter missions progress you forward more into like end game content, I guess. Can I put attack? Yeah, we're putting this on him because he does need attack, right? He scales off attack. All right, this should be fine. Also, I don't know what I just said. I was just speaking gibberish. What I'm saying is one of the ideas I had is what if I start a new account today using no starter link, like literally just Kale, right? How much progress would I make? Now, would that be something you guys are interested in? Like, obviously, I wouldn't stream it, but I would do like maybe a 1 week recap because you wouldn't be able to make any progress in the first day. So I might do like a 1 week or 2 week recap and see how much progress you can make with just a Kale. That was one thought I had. The second thought I had, now this one I've written down. I might actually make a YouTube video on this. Please don't steal my idea if you're if you're thinking about making a video. But a full epic account. So there's a few links out there that have 4 epics, and then there's what do you call it? There's a starter code for a Kempton, which I think would be really good, and then you can start off with 5 epics straight off the bat. Let me know what you think of that. I think that's a pretty decent idea. Also, how's the quality for the stream, by the way? Because me watching it myself has it at 480p, but that's probably because I'm streaming it. Let me know if the stream is okay visually to watch, please. Ah, Ginchi, you sent the Razorback. Nice. That's hot. Good stuff with that. The owner of the new Gaiath True Shield account has just accepted his winnings. So congrats to him. Also, if you guys want the what account was it? Keberon account. The Keberon account. Keberon, Ezio, Corvus, and Pelops. If you want that account, I did the giveaway. The owner still hadn't claimed it, so I have it on my Discord server in the announcements tab. Just scroll up above the photo of the roster. There will be a giveaway bot there. There's 34 entries at the moment. It ends in 4 days. So if you want your chance to get that, just click on the party emote or react, I guess, on the giveaway bot for the Kebron account. And you'll automatically go into the draw, and then the bot will automatically select a winner and it will announce it on the server. And then I can message you directly with the account details because that Kebron account's just sitting there. I have been logging into it. I've been logging into it to get the rewards for Valorant, so you're not behind with him. But yeah, that's still available if anyone wants that one. Is Unbroken Champ any good with this starter? It can work because you got the buff extension. Actually, that's a great idea. If I had known that this link was coming out before I'd done the code, the video on the Unbroken code, I would have tried it. I think it would work just fine because you got the shield extension. Yeah, that's a good idea. You should try that. When I make an account for you later, if no one else has helped you, also don't forget to message in the Discord chat to see if someone else is able to make an account for you until I'm available. But yeah, if no one else has tried it, definitely give it a go and see. I really liked Gaiath. She has a lot of damage. She was out damaging Corvus pretty consistently on that account in arena and a lot of modes. Her passive combined with her A1 hits like a truck, so I don't see it being bad. It'll definitely clear campaign pretty quick. Got a lot of AoE. Gaiath cleared campaign really, really quick and easy. All right, so there's a couple people now that have asked for help to create a new code. I'll add my Discord into the comments here. If you're not in it already, jump on it and then ask in the general chat to see if anyone's available to do it. If not, when I finish this stream, I'll help make an account for anyone that's still looking. If it's going to be a long-term account, should not you save the shards? So my rule of thumb, on accounts is I'll pull all the sacreds day 1, obviously for the 2x, and then I'll pull all the voids day 2 for the 2x. And then if there's an event like there is now, like progressive chance, or even right now being a progressive chance and a 1+1, even though it's not a 2x, it's still huge. If you pull Lego, you get 2. Like that's you can't I can't put in perspective how huge that is for an account, right? So usually the first 2 days I'll pull, and then if in the first 7 days there's another event on, I'll pull as well, and then that's it, and then I stop. So the first 7 days I give myself free reign to pull my shards because that will determine my account. So at that point I haven't invested into many people like too much. I can very easily shift my roster, I can shift my gear around, I can shift my next level 60 or my skill books or whatever, right? So yeah, that's usually what I like to do. I like to pull my shards in the first week, to see if I get a certain legendary or an epic or whatever. Because you'd hate to like half invest your epic books into someone, and then on like day 10 or something, you pull your shards for an event, and then you've got someone better, and you're like, crap, now I've got to finish him and then do him. Or same with legendary books, you half invest your legendary books into King, and then you get bloody Titus the next day, right? Like, I like to pull in the first week, and then that determines the account, and then it's save mode from them. So the first week's just like a rush, you know? Does Pellets Magma Shield work with standard shields, or is it replaced? It's like, how do I say this? It's like an extension, but not. So um it's imagine them kind of overlapped. So the Magma Shield they'll both take the damage, and then the Magma Shield will like reflect. I think I'm pretty sure I don't know how to word it. I'm pretty sure they're overlapped, so they'll both, if the shield depletes, they both run out at the same time. If there's another shield on top of the Magma Shield, does not go on top of the other shield, and if there is another shield on top of Magma, it doesn't do the reflection. So you're saying if a shield gets put on top of a Magma Shield, it is no longer a Magma Shield, but it still doesn't add on. It just changes it. I'll have to test it. This next battle, I'll swap Criodan for Pelops, and we'll test it. We'll have a look. Because I don't think it adds, but surely the Magma, like, the reflection still works, right? Pelops is a bad combo. Um, Now that you say it out loud, it actually sounds like it's not the... In regards to the word combo, like synergy, it's probably not, now that we think about it. Hey, let me check this next battle. Let's swap out, let's put these two in, turn off auto, and try. Whoever mentioned using the unbroken code is probably right. So look at the health bar, and then we're going to do shield buff. It does. It adds on. It adds on and deflects. No, it still works. A combo works fine. The shield bar increased, and it still deflects. Have King go first, then Pelops. All right, so let's 2x this. Try and get their abilities back. So Pelops shield's ready. King. Oh, what is this cooldown? 5 years. Okay, so on wave 3, I'll let Pelops basic. Ah, but I need to change the speed order because I don't want his shield to fully. All right, yeah, we'll just one shot one of them. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so no deflection. Let's do 1x. Yeah, so definitely adds on. And then it deflects. Yeah, it works either way. All right, cool. It works. It adds on, and the magma side of it still works. There's like Mythbusters over here. That's good. I appreciate your opinion, because you had tried it and I hadn't at that time, and so my opinion wasn't completely accurate. So I'm glad that you you tried it first. But yeah, now we see that it does work just fine. What am I doing? So in this scenario, chucking two magic people on against the reds is just going to be slow, right? Like Criodan's going to die there. Let's keep these guys back on. That's what I kept forgetting to do. When I did the Padrig Pelop start, I kept forgetting to swap Padrig and Criodan, depending on affinity. And I'd look up off my phone, I'd look at my screen, it's like 2-star. I'm like, what happened? You've asked, it doesn't work for you, or is it whichever shield is stronger? I don't know, because in this, whichever shield's stronger. Yeah, I'm not sure, because I think my king has more health than Pelops. But in both scenarios, Pelops magma still worked. So I don't think it's the stronger. I think it's like you look at the example of Veil and Taunt, right? Like Veil is you can't be targeted or hit, but Taunt means you have to hit that person, so it overrides the Veil. So in this scenario, they're both shields, so they both work, but the magma says, hey, I need to deflect the damage that I take. So that works regardless. Yeah, the shields do stack. Yeah, we just tested that one. Hello, Phantasmios. Welcome. The one used before is used up before. See, that's interesting. I don't think that is the case either. Because you're saying the one used before is used up before, right? So say I did Pelops shield first and then the King's shield, right? So now the King's shield's on top. Pelops, like, the damage is still reflected, but then you're saying the King's shield uses up first. But that means Pelops shield basically just doubled or has an extension because it still applies. So I think it just acts as an extender. I think it's just a buff, like a not a duration extender, but an amount. So the capacity is added, and then the magma effect is applied. But say someone hit you and reduced your buff duration, and the magma buff duration dropped before the shield buff duration dropped, then that deflect is no longer applied, but the shield is still there because you can't just take away a shield. If that buff is still active, right? Thinking it has something to do with the shield set, not shield buffs, I suppose. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by shield set? Has it been an hour yet? Can I do Demon Lord? Been an hour since I started, but not since an hour, not since I joined the clan, so I was going to push a bit further. The magma is consumed first if it was used first. Okay, whoa, I didn't turn off order. Alright, so he's deflecting now. Oh, now I'm going to have to kill him. So he's deflecting, so only the magma's on, and he was deflecting. Now if I put this shield on top, he's still deflected. But on the next round, my magma shield's going to run out, so I'm going to hit him. That's not going to show it. I'm just going to remove it entirely. The 4-piece armor. I don't have... I only have life armor on. I don't have deflection armor. Pretty sure Pelops is in 6-piece life gear. I'll check off this. I'll check the gear off this, but I'm pretty sure they're on... I think Pelops has 2-piece life steal and then 4-piece life. Send me the screenshot. I'll have a look at that. It says Pelops Victor clashes with shield sets if your goal. Oh, so it clashes with shield sets, but it doesn't clash with other people's shields. So the king's on 4-piece life, and he's on 2-piece life, 2 immortal. And the Pelops has slightly more health. If I remove... No, that won't change anything. So what if you just send me a screenshot saying that Pelops shield clashes with the shield set? Main shield, it must be the first shield applied to your champions. Interesting. You know what I'm going to do? When I get to the last stage with the shield set, we're going to myth bust that as well. Because we tested both Pelops and the king swapping shield order. One piece of gear to level 12. All my gear's garbage. I don't wanna... Let's upgrade this helmet. You're going to level 12 for some more health. Triple accuracy. Man, this guy doesn't need accuracy. Does anyone want a triple accuracy life helmet? Can we just trade gear? That would be cool. If this hits a triple crit damage and this hits a triple flat HP, that would be... Let me try that. Oh my god, that would have been so ridiculous. In a bad way, like not what I want. Whew. Cool. Let's move on, otherwise we'll spend all our silver. This is the one I was talking about. So we're going to total 3 lesser potions from any of the keeps. So when I get to this one, you jump in your keep, you throw in whoever you want to level up, some food, and you don't super raid, and you get all the keeps to stage 3. Because then you complete the dungeon challenge, and then when you get to the next one that says get XYZ amount of potions from a certain keep, then you go from stage 3 to stage 5, you clear the challenge for stage 5, and then you push it up as far as you can, stage 9, 10, whatever, and you start getting superior potions. Anyway, that's just what I do. That's just how I get my dungeon challenges done early on. Good thing would be a slow Pelops with Taunt, fast Galloper to refresh the shield. So regarding that, having a slow Pelops, I don't know if you can... It won't refresh the shield because Pelops magma shield duration will still run out. So I don't think you can quite speed tune it. And Gallcobar, whatever, his shield cooldown's humongous. It's like double the length of Pelops for some reason. So it'd be really hard to speed tune that. If you wanted to speed tune something, you'd have to use the account I just tried with Gaiath, True Shield, and Corvus, both having buff extenders. That could create a cool speed tuned infinite buff team. So if you put a Wixwell on that, that would be insane. Slow builders, that would work well, never on our good accounts. Oh, you're right. I'm stupid. I have not been paying any attention to that. He does have a shield on his A1. Thank you for the correction. Yeah, but how would you do an infinite buff? I mean, building him fast is just a given, right? Like everyone's going to try and build him as fast as possible. You could go for... See, now I'm thinking, if you use Padrick's code, you got another multi-hitter, which will proc the shield again. But it won't add it, right? So the only reason Pelops and the King's shields are adding are because they're different buffs. One's a magma shield and one's a shield. But you can't add a shield to a shield. Can you? Like, if the King were to hit twice on his A1 in one clan boss battle, that's not a 2-time shield on someone, is it? Like, how does that work? I'll test it. Wait. So if I auto attack, it's only on 2 people anyway. That's a 2-turn. Now let's just cycle through the attacks real quick. Don't one-shot him. Good. So he's still got that shield there. He's still got his shield. Now if I do that, yeah, it doesn't add. Okay, so it just puts it back up to 2. So it doesn't add it doesn't add the shield, but it's like a buff extender for the shield. Okay. Someone just asked who's the 6-star and who's the farmer. Not Kale. I would not. You don't need a farm with Kale. Kale, you're just getting to level 40 for the missions. And that's it. You just leave him there. You don't need to use him, and you just use him until you get your Venomage and your Fracken, and then you just park him to the side, right? Criodan at 50 can farm in 60 seconds for 12-3. And you'll be using him anyway because you need his speed boost for clan boss unless you pull someone better. And yeah, so Criodan's going to be your farmer. I don't know if the king can farm faster than that. Regarding your first level 60, it's there's going to be no real big difference between Pelops and the king, and then whoever your first 60 is, put your masteries into them. So if you want, if you feel like Pelops' shield isn't big enough, do him 60 first so he gets more max HP. It'll give him a better, bigger shield. It'll keep you alive in arena. It's mainly for arena, right? But yeah, like there's not going to be much of a difference between going the king and Pelops. I mentioned this earlier. You're pretty much using both of them in every single team, everywhere anyway. So whoever you do first, it's not going to matter too much. Obviously, if you do the king first, his A1 will provide more shields more consistently, but you're not missing out on it. Unless you find like an accuracy banner really early and you need to 6-star them to put that on. But even then, the king doesn't need the accuracy banner. So yeah, it's completely up to you. If you've done Pelops 100 times and you're sick of him, do the king. But I'm personally going to do Pelops. Mainly for arena, because if you're Pelops versus Pelops in arena, whoever's the tankiest wins, pretty much. Oh man, this is not the quickest start, I'll tell you that much. I think we're a few minutes away from being able to do the clan boss, so I'll try that in a second. After this one, I'll do a clan boss battle. I might need to fix up the gear. Actually, let me just do stage 3 real quick. Yeah, Criodan. Criodan just needs. So when I did Criodan on my other account farming, he had no masteries. He was level 50. He had 4-piece lifesteal with an attack percent chest and a crit percent glove. You could also try it with a HP percent glove and accuracy chest. But he also had the deflection gear from the login calendar from last month. So he had that on his head and his chest, or maybe his weapon. I can't remember. So that was legendary 6-star. So that gave a lot of stats. So all you need to do is make sure he's got 80 accuracy, about 180 speed, and he'll farm just fine. Let's clear these off. So the dungeons, I'll show you guys. You want to try and get these done as soon as possible so that you can go into the next stage and clear them off as you go. If you need to level someone up, so soon there'll be a quest that says level and attack rare champion to level 30. I go back through to the Carrot Castle and clear this off with Kale, and that'll level him up. And with the badges, not the badges, where am I looking? With the missions, with the, still wrong, quests, here we are, achievements. With this, as soon as you start an account, pretty much just close the game and connect a Plarium ID and then reopen it, and it will clear off these two bottom quests. Gives you a barrel and gives you your 500 Plarium points, which allows you to go grab a golden ticket and use that. So also go through here and unlock these guys that we don't need. We can lock him and this one as well. Don't forget him. Clear those off. Change username. Oh, all right. I need you guys in the chat right now. Pick a username for this account. And I will go with any username that you guys pick. Obviously no profanity. It's got to be appropriate. Is it possible to clear Brutal Campaign in 3 hours? Yes, but I don't know if it is with with this start because these guys are slow, man. it's yeah. I've done it with, who was it? Cheshire and Harvest Jack did it. I've done it with Alice and I can't remember, someone else. There's a lot of, like, as long as you have at least a nuker, an AoE, someone like Alice, someone like Cheshire, someone like Tholan, you can do it. But with Pelops and the King, it might be a little slow. What are we doing? We are upgrading these to level 12. Do as I say, not as I do. I don't recommend doing this. If you have good lifesteal gear, upgrade that. But I've got garbage gear. I just hit a triple roll on flat HP. What is happening? Get in there, get in there. There we go. Pizza lover. I get a feeling that's taken. Sir Poops a lot. Magma Kingsman. That's not a bad one. Magma Kingsman. I was thinking King Plops. Maybe. Sir Poops a lot. That can be your name, bro. We don't need diarrhea over here. So I was thinking King Plops. One of you guys said pizza lover. Another one said Magma Kingsman. Oh, let's just do that low. Magma Kingsman. That's not bad. Oh wait, we'll get back to it. Oh, shield stack. Yeah, maybe. Shields do stack. Let's get this now, I guess. 120, can't get that. We'll get you, we'll get you. Extend the bag. Nope, not in this one. Whoa, let's not close the game. Alright. I think we're time to do clan boss. This high level dude just hitting these ones by himself. Instead of, he needs to move clans, I'll tell you what. What are we gonna do here? Do I wait till level 20 for Venomage? Might as well, right? What's another 10 minutes? Alright, we're gonna push campaign while you guys decide on a name. And then once we finish a normal campaign, we will pick a name and attack clan boss and see how we go. King of Shields. King of Shields. That's not bad, actually. Gallcobar. That's what your name draws. Gallcobar. That's creative. Gallcobar. Yeah, I'm liking King of Shields. Gallopops. Now we're getting on the galloping train. Yeah, King of Shields. It reminds me of, there's a show back in the day called King of Queens with what's his name? Kevin something, that fat dude. Good comedy show. Reminds me of that. King of Shields. Ah, look, as soon as this stream ends, I'm just gonna be sitting here pressing next until Brutal's done. and then I'll record the sacred pool for that. But hopefully, if we make some more progress, what are we at? We're at 4:30 p.m. for me, an hour 20 stream. I'm not planning to do it, but I'm happy to make a 4-hour stream. I do not expect any of you guys to stick around for the full 4 hours because that would be mental. I also probably need to grab a drink shortly. I don't know if I can talk for 5 hours straight. Yeah, no, Jake, that's all yours. Magma Kingsman, you can take that one. For me, it doesn't quite flow. Like it'd probably have to be the Magma Kingsman, but then that's probably a bit too long. But I think I'm sticking with King of Shields for now. Shield Daddies. Shield Daddies is not bad. You're killing it. You're killing it with these suggestions. King and Desert Queen. Unfortunately, I'm not using Tarnarak, so I don't think that'll work. From where you get the link, I've got the link further up, but I'll copy paste it here. One second. It should work. Make sure you got a PC for the link as well. Protection Daddies. Protection Daddies, I feel like it's a little bit long. Nama who? Yeah, that's see, this guy gets the idea. Nama who's a good one. Or like Nama please or something. Nah, Nama please is not quite what I'm thinking. We don't need no Nama. To Haderach and the king asking if that's any good. The only thing is Haderach gives an accuracy lead, right? But the king doesn't need the accuracy. So your like the accuracy is only going to really work for Venomage and Farakin. And then you lose some like I know you got the continuous heal for survivability, but wait, doesn't the king have continuous heal as well? On yeah, so then you're gonna have the issue of who's continuous heal. Like you're gonna have overlapping continuous heals as well, because I don't think they're additive, right? Like the shields. So you're gonna have if it's not timed correctly or speed tuned, your continuous heal isn't gonna be permanent. I feel like you're gonna run into more issues. Plus, Tahana can't solo as much of the game as Pelops can. I would do Gaiath True Shield with this, or a damage dealer like a Nuka. If you had a good Nuka, I'm a bit biased, right? I'm a big fan of the Wonderland characters, the Alice the Wanderer, and Cheshire Cat. I'm a huge fan of. I'm very biased with them. If I could try and fit them into a start, I will. They're both great nukers. They can both solo 12-3 in 10 to 15 seconds consistently. They both absolutely dominate arena. They both dominate late game. I'm a huge fan of them. So if I were to start this for fun, like if it wasn't going to be a long-term account and just like a 1 or 2 week rush, I would have started with one of those two. Norma never. No Nama never. No Nama never. Okay. Um, Nama got called back to Hellraisers. Chat, we can decide it. Nama female or male? Nama's a female, no? The king also has a passive that interacts with continuous heals. Yeah, but you don't like I don't rate continuous heals. I feel like they're like if you could just outright heal, that's just so much better. Like continuous heals, they're just so crap, man. I don't know how to word it. Like you don't, it's not threatening. If you say you come up with someone against So you're against someone in the arena, right? And they've got someone on their team that can heal an ally by 10% of their max HP, or someone that can place a continuous heal. 100% of the time, you're killing the person with the outright heal. The continuous heal just isn't a threat. That's just my opinion. It's just I'm working for another 4 hours. Let's go. Thanks. I appreciate your support. If you watch this for the full duration, that would be insane. I feel like Femo might be a good synergy option. I don't have the time to run up another account for testing, but if you feel like Femo is good, give it a go and yeah, let us know how you go. These 1 minute runs are gonna be the death of me. And I don't know if Criodan's gonna be any faster. Nama Drama. Nama Drama is a good one. Alright, what do we got? We got I should have written these down. King of Shields. King of Shields is up there for me. King of Shields. Shield Hero. Shield Daddies. King of Shields is still first place, I think. The Carry Kings, no. King of Shields and Nama Drama. King of Shields and Nama Drama are the two. Can I put a poll in chat? No, I can't. Can I? Engage with your audience. I can start a poll. Oh my god, there's just too many options. There should be like can I if I create a poll in chat, can you guys actually? Yeah, let's just do this Q&A. Username for account. There we go. If I do that, what does this do? Questions. So it's a Q&A. Oh, this has a Q&A section. All right, if you click on the Q&A, put your answers in for not answers, but let me know what names you want, and I'll pick the best one. I'll pick the top 4, and then I'll put a poll for the top 4 that I want, and then you guys decide what the account's named. Nama Drama, I think, is better for Vulcan. His love for Nama knows no bound. Make sure you let him know in his Discord about that. That's a good one. Yeah, he's definitely a Nama lover. I think I tried 2 or 3 accounts with Nama. I just couldn't stick to it. Like it was also, wait, before I finish that thought, I don't know if you guys noticed, but sometimes I cannot be bothered to do this. Win 3 rare epic shields from campaign. It's too late now. I mean, heck, I'll take it. Why not? But I should have done that an hour ago. If you don't know, you'll see stage 11 here gives 2 epic rewards. Same with stage 9 and stage 7, which clears off that quest. I know, I should have done it. I didn't. Didums. We're still not level 20. This is taking a while. I really want to... You know what? We're going to hit clan boss now. Just so it starts at 6 hour... Where am I going? To start the 6 hour timer so I can get that key earlier. Because I'll have the key before 11 PM. Alright, let's go easy. Clan boss. I don't have gear on everyone. We're going back. We're going back. We're putting gear on. He's fine. What do I have? A sacred... Always a sacred order. You're fine. You need gear. Let's just get you to 8. On everything. I'm going to chuck Criodan in... I haven't even checked what speed gear I have. But we're going to try and make Criodan nice and fast and healthy. We don't need accuracy for clan boss because you can't freeze him. Let's check. What do we got? No speed boots. Substats. We've got... That already has a double speed. That is double resistance. We can throw that on. We've also got that. Yeah, we're gonna try that. The shitty 1-star piece I bought for 10 grand. Wow! Has anyone ever seen a 1 speed gear substat? Oh man, okay, that's staying right there. That can go in the bin. Ooh, 5 speed. Why am I upgrading it to level 12? That's fine. That's going on. We need shield. We only have weapons. Alright. That's horrible. Now, what do we got for you? I need an accuracy chest. I probably don't have any. I do. Very nice. Level 8. We're not going to 12. We don't want to go broke right off the bat. I'm going to throw that on. And we're going to go to accuracy substats. And a weapon. Oh, this is next level. He's going to hit like a truck. He can take that. That's got accuracy. Wow. Nice. Now we need... Should we do those two? With that? Some speed? We're going to do that. I probably should have thrown it on Criodan. That's alright. We just need him to land a couple poisons and we'll hit the 1 key. First go. If I wasn't streaming, I'd wait till level 20 for the Venomage and then do it. But we want to get this out of the way. 70 accuracy should be enough for easy. You have 17,000 health. You're at 24,000. Everyone's slow as shit. Who's our 5th? Chuck you in. You can be our 5th. We just put you in health gear. Bing bong. Oh, I don't have enough for that. Another accuracy chest. Nice. Do I have any boots? I have crit boots, resistance boots, destroy max HP boots. You can take resistance boots. There you go. We're not leveling it up. Health. We'll do health. Who has more health? Oh, same. Interesting. Start on auto. Let's go. What are we hitting? 1 million? 2 million? 3 million? 100,000? Raven forever. Corvus forever. Ah, okay, it's translated. Nama who? Corvus forever. If there's another good combination with Corvus, I'll do Corvus forever. How do I switch to the Q&A tab? There we go. King of Shields and Shield Daddies. They're the only 2 responses in the questions tab. Oh. So who else has also started with this link? Let me know how far you've made it with the king. I know we got someone in here that's pulled a Wixwell, someone that's got a Razzlevarg. Looks like we're gonna 1 key this. That's good. The shields adding onto each other, I think, is huge. Plus, we got this little bloody Argonite guy helping out, somehow surviving. Oh, the shields are beautiful. Just beautiful. And he's just procking crazy amount of poisons. Alright, everyone's just gone. What do we got to hit? 1.6? 1.3? I can't remember. Look, Pelops is level 27 with the crappiest gear I have. And he looks like an absolute tank. Oh, one more proc. 1353. First key. Alright, as expected, Kale's gonna do a little bit more at the moment. And Pelops does nothing until he's ascended. So 1.35. 1.15. So we're one keying the first one straight off the bat. That's good to know. Nice, easy one key. Back to Ice Golem Peak, huh? Leave these guys in. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like the fact that the little Argonite guy stayed alive that long because of those shields is just, and he was copping those single target hits as well. Wow, Ice Golem is that was fast. When you use shield artifacts, Gallcobar uses his poison skill with 100%. Okay, it's good to know. I don't think shield artifacts are gonna be the most optimal still though. Like you'd probably still want to go for something else. Man, I just want to push through campaign, but it's just taking forever. I want to pull that first sacred. I've just got this good feeling, you know? Back to arena. Alright, 20 champions. We're going to clear you out. Criodan's in. Resistance. Should be a breeze. Why not super raids? Because I don't like wasting energy. Like, I'm saving 60 seconds or like energy. Like I'd rather use the energy on higher gear, if that makes sense. For the dungeons, I usually do super raids. For the potion keeps, I don't, unless I have a quest, right? Like if I'm just trying to increase its level. So say my potion keeps are at level 1 now, for example. If I want to push them up as far as I can, I won't super raid it because I don't want to waste the energy until I get to where I need to get to, and then I can super raid it. Same with like Ice Golem. Like for example, say I can do Ice Golem 13 now. I can't, but say I can. I'm not gonna super raid until I get to 13, and then I'll stop there and I'll super raid that. I know it's gonna be slower. I'm doing, but I'd rather have the time. Like I've got the time to spend. I don't have the energy, if that makes sense. This is the quest I was talking about where you go back and you. Now this one I do super raid because I want the gear, and I don't want it to take too long to get the gear. So we're throwing in someone to level up. So I'm going to go through here and do the artifact challenge where I get the 3 lifesteal pieces of gear and the 5 lifesteal pieces, not lifesteal, life pieces of gear, because this is going to level KO up at the same time. So that one's done. Now I go next. It's going to level KO up. I'm going to get him to level 30 while also completing something else. So in your first week, especially your first day, but your first week, if you can try and do 2 things at once at any given point in the game, you're going to make the most progress. If you're stuck doing one thing at a time, you're going to run out of energy. Like I've seen it and I've done it where you're on day 4 or day 5 and you're trying to get 2 champions to level 60 or whatever it is, and you're just spending all your gems and all your energy farming 12-3 until you have 0 gems left, or you're trying to farm the fusion champions, for example, in the first week. Try and do it while you're doing something else at the same time. I think that goes without saying, but so like I would never do this artifact challenge unless I wanted to level up someone for something else. Do I need to do it again? I do need to do it again. If anyone wants a start, I started this about 10 hours ago. I started one account, but didn't have time to actually play it. And I pulled a Gruckus. If anyone wants a Gruckus, why did I just restart this one? If anyone wants a Gruckus account with King and Pelops, let me know, and I can link it to your email and give it to you because I'm not using it. Let's not use Criodan. Let's chuck you in, and your food. Yeah, you're right. The King doesn't need accuracy, which is good. Especially with Pelops. He should pretty much be shielded all the time. I mean, I hope that Pelops Magma Shield counts as a shield. I don't see why it wouldn't. I'm sorry if that just made a lot of noise. I accidentally knocked the mic. I wonder if I play music, will that be ridiculous? That won't be too loud, will it? Let's try. I'm sorry if that just made a lot of noise. Okay. I hope that didn't echo either. What are we looking at for music? What's my day list today? Throwback Pop International Thursday afternoon. Oh, I don't know about that one. Let's have a look. What songs we got in here? Chainsmokers, Martin Garrix, Kanye West, Lucas Graham, 21 Pilots. This is very like. No, that's very pop. It's my daily mix one. J. Cole, Kanye West, and Dax. I could do with that. What did we get? Did we get enough? Yeah, we got 5. Okay, now we go to Boots. Oh, that's loud. Alright, I'm gonna listen to myself for 2 seconds, see how loud the music is. Alright, I'm gonna listen to myself for 2 seconds, see how loud the music is. Okay, I gotta turn it up. There we go. Alright. You pulled that from the ancient shard? Yes. Oh yeah. Alright, music's off. You just reminded me. I can't just play any old music from Spotify, otherwise YouTube would chop your nuts off. My bad. Yeah, I got the Gracchus from the first ancient shard. I created an account, pulled the shard, got the Gracchus, and I was like, oh yeah, sweet, I'm gonna play this, and then went the physio, and then came back, and it had been sitting there for like 5 hours. And I was like, I don't want to waste 5 hours in the first 24 hours. So I was like, oh, let's start again. And that's when I was like, you know what, let's just stream. I've got 5 hours of free time. Why not try my first YouTube stream and do an account? And we got garbage from the first ancient, which is totally fine because there's many more to come. Yeah. Do you guys reckon I need music? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn my in-game music volume on. Let's do that. We don't need Spotify. Let's do in-game music. I will look up a non. what do you call it? A playlist that's playable for streaming. Only level 19. That sucks. Where are we at? Music? Oh, that's loud. I'll go there. And we'll put that at there. Tell me if it needs to be louder or not. Also, I'm not playing full screen. I've got it like kind of zoomed. If you want better quality, I can go full screen, but then if I had to do anything off the side on Discord or something, I'll have to alt tab. So we're doing it like this. Clearing off all these. It should just be the boss fight left and the support with 3 H. Okay, we have support with 3 HP sets. We're gonna grab you and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. All dunzos. I'm gonna complete these 2 as well while I'm here. Oh, good night, Jake. Thanks for staying up so late. See you tomorrow. I'll probably be finished by the time you get up, but if I'm still on when you get up, then feel free to join back. Let's look at the Q&A and see what we got for names. King of Shields is still probably the one we're going with. Alright, so what I like to do, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I like to just push these first 3 stages in each affinity. Clear off the dungeon challenge, so that when we get to the mission that says to get 25 lesser potions, that's when we can push further, and then while we're pushing further, we also clear off the next dungeon challenge without having to backtrack. Also helps level the guys up a little bit and get some potions. The good thing about starting with Pelops and Venomage as well is they're all you need to complete the dungeon challenges. So the second last stage for the Void Shard, you need to put decrease defense on this guy, on the Force guy. You need to cleanse or remove a buff from someone on your team on the Void boss. You need to put a heal reduction on the Spirit boss, and you need to steal the shield off the Magic boss. So the only one is the cleanse that you don't have. Doesn't the King cleanse, but? So we do have one, right? He cleanses. Yeah, so he cleanses. So we've got everything we need. We got the cleanse, Venomage does everything else, and Pelops steals the shield. So we should be able to clear the dungeon challenge just fine when we get up to part 4 of 5. I'm just going to finish off stage 3. And we're going back to campaign. Did I get Madame Ceres? No. Mainly because I'm lazy and I can't really be bothered. And I never use her. Every time I've ever gotten her, I find myself just not using her. The only time I use her is when I don't have Pelops. And then, like, if I start with someone besides Pelops and I want her in Arena to counter Pelops, then I'll use her. Other than that, most of the time I don't bother with Madame Ceres because she just sits there. She's basically a 4-star chicken. Which is, I mean, I guess I could do it for that, but can't be bothered, right? If no one takes you up, I'll take the Gracchus one. Sure. Send me an email on Discord, and I'll link it to the account and give it to you. Alright, so now we're up to the stage 5 of everything. So when we get to the spider mission, I can push spider, and then this gets cleared off. When we get to the dragon mission, this will get cleared off. And then decrease defense. Once I get Venomage, I'll do that as well. So that's done. That's set. If I wasn't streaming, I'd go through and do this now as well to get Kale up, but because I can't be bothered, we're just gonna quickly scoot and do that. Oh look, Kale's level 30. That's crazy. What's next? I don't really want to upgrade these, but the gear on this is terrible. Can I just say? Do we want more attack on him? Let's give him more attack. Why not? Let's get that done. Get that done. Super champion 6 artifacts level 12. I should have paid attention when I was doing it. Alright. Dragon Lair 3 times. So I know someone mentioned why not super rate it. I'd rather use the 8 energy having a chance of a 3-star or like here rather than, because I have to do it 3 times, right? So 1, 2, 3 rather than doing this twice and doing that twice. I'd rather move up, right? Like, wouldn't you? Also, I do want to rank him up. We'll rank him up later. Just gonna save the energy. Be efficient. We've got the time. Free chicken, I guess. Yes, you're correct. I really should do it for free chicken. Also, if you guys are on an account that's older than 24 hours, like you've already finished your first day, there's a code RAID Web Store. If you haven't used it yet, use it. It gives you a 5-star chicken. I'll be using that right after this code, right after the first 24 hours is finished for this account. I'll use RAID Web Store, grab that 5-star chicken while it's still available, and then I'll use code PP500 for another 500 Plarium points for the 2 more golden tickets. Then I'll use code Welcome Gift on day 4 for some more brews and Bellowa. And then I think between day 5 and day 7, you can use code 1 Week Gift for 6 pieces of Slayer gear, which is pretty cool. And then there's, on day 5, you can do code EPYRE, E-P-Y-R-E. I think that should still work. I think it just gives some multi-battles and brews. Nothing too fancy. Any more that I can think of? There's a few that I know of, but I don't know if they're still active, like Gift from 2GT and things like that. Mid-game joke. Alright, that's all done. 30 seconds per battle is not bad for that. Another 2 pieces of gear, so let's get Pelops up now. Let me just click. Is the game too loud, by the way? Like, for me, it's loud. But I don't know how it sounds for you guys. Because I tried having it on a lower volume, and then I tried listening to the stream, and I could not hear it at all. Do you think with a speed farm like Resolvarg, the combo would be quicker instead of using Pelops? Yeah, use, you mean for a starter? Like, if you're starting with this and you want to do something for speed, I would recommend a Nuka, 100%. Resolvarg, Cheshire Cat, Alice, use them with the king, and it will be fun and it'll be fast. You're not going to be able to do the things that Pelops can do, so just don't expect that, right? Like, just know that, you know, you're not going to have someone soloing Ice Golem 20 or whatever, but it would definitely be a lot more fun. Don't hear any music or SFX from the game? You don't hear it? Let me check what OBS is doing. Okay, so when I click in the game... Oh, I need to turn it up louder then. Okay. When I click in the game, it plays. And right now it should be playing. I'll turn it up louder then because it only says... minus 42 dB. Okay. And I'm talking at -20. So after this, I'll turn up the in-game volume if you guys want. But when I click out of it, like if I click on Discord or YouTube, it doesn't play the audio. Well, for me, it says it doesn't play it. I don't know if it plays it for you. So let me just go back. Options. Let's pump it up to there. Is that loud enough? Hopefully that's loud enough. I want it to be loud enough that you guys feel like you're engaged, but also not to the point where you can't hear me at all, because that would be inconvenient. What is... Okay, that's there. Cool. We're chucking that back there. You think my mic's just a lot louder? Okay, I can put the mic further away. Put the mic there, and I'll put the game volume. There we go. We'll see how that plays out. How are we going to challenges? So that's done. We just need to do Ice Golem again. 2 more times, I think. That should get her upgraded. And then we'll have another 3-star. We'll be able to get KL up to 4-star. And then we'll get Venomage very soon as well. Once Venomage is on the team, I'll do the second battle on the clan boss. Livy's asked, why does no one talk about Alice? I agree. Now, I said earlier that, wait, sorry, one second, let me just fix my mic up. Alright, there's a bit of, something on the mic. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Alice in Wonderland characters. Cheshire Cat, Alice, Mad Hatter, Queen of Hearts. They're all great. I'm a big fan of all of them. I don't know why Alice and Cheshire Cat fly under the radar so hard. I think if Pelops wasn't released as a code, they'd be talked about a lot more. It's just because they're late game, right? So Pelops takes you to the late game quicker, and then he's just kind of there, right? Whereas Alice and Cheshire Cat, their presence in the arena late game, their presence in lots of content is just amazing. Alice from day one, I've had her on a few accounts now. Her abilities, her A2 and the A2 reset with her passive, it's just so fun to see, like visually, and so strong. They're both visually such good champions to watch, right? Alice's A2 allows you to do a 10 to 15 second clear of 12-3, like with ease. Just you don't even need lifesteal gear because she doesn't really get hit. You just need 100% crit, a little bit of damage, 3-star ascension, and then boom, she does that at level 50 in less than 20 seconds, which is crazy. And then arena, you've got a lockout. If you have her fast enough with speed lead or something, you beat Pelops because you'll just lock everyone out. So, big fan of that. Cheshire Cat, he's good for 12-3, but you have to turn off his A2 for him to be faster, which is a bit annoying because you have to team set up, so you can't just leave it. Like, you can leave it on auto, it'll be slower. You can leave it on auto and edit the queue for you guys that are leveling up, but it's just not as fast as Alice. But his presence in arena and some late game modes is really strong, especially having that perfect veil and the unkillable if he gets nuked. Very, very handy. Yeah, I'm using OBS. Still practicing with it. First time streaming on YouTube though, so if something doesn't sound right, let me know. And let me know what the quality looks like, because when I'm watching it on the screen on my left, it says my current bitrate is lower than it should be. Let me check. Can I change the stream's bitrate while streaming? Stream settings. Is this finished, by the way? How many more missions? Okay, so this mission where you're getting artifacts, that's when I would super raid. I thought it said just do it 3 times or whatever. It was 6 artifacts. So now, since I'm at here, I might as well just super rate it. I need 3 more artifacts, so it will be 2 battles. I'm not gonna waste my multi battles bar. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Alice is super fun. The first first YouTube video I did, besides those, 30-second League of Legends videos way back, first raid YouTube video I did was on an account using, who was I using? Wukong and, oh, I don't even know. Wukong and someone. I want to check. I'm having a mental blank now. Wukong and Corvus. So the first account was Wukong and Corvus, and then my first Sacred Shard pull in the first 24 hours was Alice, and that was huge. I was a little bit annoyed. If I'd started with Pelops instead of Alice, I would never have given that account away, because that would have been insane. But Arena was set. I had Wukong's speed lead, and then Alice lockout. It was absolutely set. Clan Boss was cool too. But Wukong and Alice just don't do enough damage elsewhere, right? But yeah, Alice, that was just insane. I did my first free to play, and I pulled an Alice in the first 24 hours, and it was just insane. But I gave that account away. Now my current free to play that I'm not streaming, but making videos on is the Klazag Keyhawk account, and it's just been really slow. It feels bad because I took a week off playing last week while I was in Japan, and then you come back and you just feel behind because I logged in for the week to get Valorant. I've also added 7 days to my login, so now it's no longer a 10 or 2 week old account. It's now almost a month, it's a 3 week old account now, which I think it's like day 23 or something, right? So I've got 2 weeks of progress with 3 weeks login, so mentally it feels really slow. Surely that completes it. I need an artifact. Oh, I didn't change Spider or Sniper, whatever her name is. Oh, we're wasting XP. I need to swap out Kale and Sniper. Alright, hopefully after this, I'll be able to clear off. We'll finish normal campaign, and then slowly push through hard. Man, it's gonna be so slow. I want to talk about YouTube for a second. So I know you guys have noticed a lot of raid videos, and some of you might have noticed I'm also playing other games. Now I mentioned this an hour ago, or 2 hours ago now, at the start of this stream, but I want to mention it again. I do play a lot of games. I've always been a gamer, but I figured I don't want to play for no reason. I want to play either streaming or recording and making content, because I want to practice making content, but I also want to share it with other people. I don't want to play and waste my time, right? So I might as well share what I'm doing, because someone else might be interested, or I might be able to teach at least, even if I'm teaching 20 people something, I'd rather that over just, playing by myself, right? So that's why I'm putting other games out there. This isn't going to be a raid specific channel like everyone else seems to do. I want it to be more of, this is me, and these are the games I play. And if you're interested, great. If you're not, that's fine. That's what I'm going to do. Like, I'm not going to make this a raid specific channel. I have no interest in getting affiliated with raid or anything like that. Nice, a triple speed roll on an attack helmet. Look at us go. Just what Criodan needs. We did get Venomage. That's good. We can also rank up the Snip. We can rank up the Kale. We can do Kale's skills as well. We're not going to ascend him yet. We're going to wait for the mission to pop up, because I'm pretty sure the ascension mission, you have to wait. Otherwise, it doesn't want to work for you. 2 ancient shards. Alright, let's pull them. Let's pull the 2 ancients, huh? We're not getting anything. We're not. I don't want to hype it up, because we're not. Okay? Or am I lying? Is this going to be a Lego? No, it's not. It's a rare. I'm telling the truth. 2 T-Gold biddies that I won't be using. And back to arena. Yeah, you're fine at level 1. Arena should be good with this combo. Should be really, really good. The accounts that I'm playing that have Criodan on it, Arena's just brutal. Like, I have no damage. I've got an account with Criodan, Keyhulk, Pelops, and Padric. There's 0 damage on that account. But, so like I'm taking like 30 to 60 seconds per arena battle, but I'm winning all of them and taking no damage. Like, it's permanent lockout. I've got fears, petrification, lots of freezes, counterattacks, unkillable. Like, it's crazy. Criodan's really good for arena. Unless the other Pelops puts his shield on first and then Criodan just kills himself. But other than that, he's good. Nice and easy. Get that done. Get that done. Why so many Ice Golem peaks? But I don't want to do Ice Golem this many times. Let's get Venomage in. Start leveling him up. I'll worry about his gear later. Get a few levels into him first. I just got your message about taking the Gracchus account. When I finish this stream, I'll do it because I have to close the game to open up the info page for Polarium for that. So it'd be cool to wait for that. It's cool. Someone's just asked if I have a spare raid account to take over. Not really. I mean, I've got like a lot of accounts that I've made that have nothing good on them, and they've kind of been sitting there for longer than a week, so they're not worth taking over. You said that you're new to raid. I would recommend just starting off with something like this link, Pelops and the King, or the King and, you know, Alice or Cheshire, or even Pelops and Nama or Corvus with the Criodan link. Any combination of that, start off with, and just learn the game yourself, make your own mistakes, do all of that, and see how you go. And then after a few weeks, once you've learnt the game better, maybe start again with a new combo and see how that goes. This was a response to Reinhard. You messaged me on Discord. That's just my opinion. don't take over someone else's account if you're brand new. Just start yourself and learn yourself. I can multi-stream with Twitch too. Yeah, I thought about that, but it's unfortunately in the house that I'm in at the moment, I'm literally using a Wi-Fi dongle. I've got good internet speed, but the Wi-Fi dongle itself is limited to, I think it's like 400 megabytes per second download speed and maybe like a 40 upload speed. So as soon as more than one thing's happening at a time on the Wi-Fi, it'll be terrible for you guys to watch. The quality would drop. So I don't want to do that. I want to push it too thin. If I had an Ethernet cable plugged in on the computer at the moment, I would absolutely stream on both platforms to try and get the minimum requirements met on Twitch. But I think I'll just keep Twitch for just streaming the other games that I play. So this one I will, like I mentioned before, I do Super Raid for Minotaur because you always need as many scrolls as possible. It must be getting boring. We're getting to the slow part of it. Lost half the viewers. That's alright. Wasn't planning to do this to hit 1 million views. The goal is just to share how I start and the chat with you guys. So I'm having fun. And like I said, I'm going to be playing this regardless, so I might as well share my experience with you guys. That's done, yeah. Nice and easy. 2 battles. Cool, cool, cool. 10 medals for Arena. Let's see if we're faster than Alice, huh? I should have checked the power. No, we're good. Dead. This is good. Good combo. If Pelops and the King go first, like, they just have no chance. Like, they're gonna nuke themselves, block buffs. Yeah, it's good. The only thing is, I feel like if we came up against a Wukong or someone with a speed lead, we would struggle. But as long as I can get Criodan to be my fastest, then Arena shouldn't be an issue. Like here we're going to go against Wukong. He's going to go first. He's going to do block buff. But then he'll go first. He didn't even... Okay, he's got no accuracy. So even if we're against a Wukong and he block buffs, we've got the cleanse on the King anyway. I'm not even going to use the shield. But we've got this. So if we're against... like, he counters Wukong. Wukong counters Pelops. The King counters Wukong. So we're set. We'll just put on auto, like there's no threat here. What are the results for the account name? Namahu, King of Shields, and Shield Daddies. Alright. Probably gonna go with King of Shields. Or King Plops. If King Plops is available, I might take that. I like having, I know it's early arena, I know it's still bronze, but I like having an arena team where I can just clear the whole thing top to bottom without having to look at the enemy team. The last time I did that was when I used Harvest Jack. He's just busted. Do any of you guys play other games? Like League of Legends or something? Even World of Warcraft. I haven't played that in about 8 years or so. But I'm thinking about getting back into it. Or even Forza. If any of you guys play Forza, let me know. Happy to play together. Go to champion to level 40. Alright, now we just push campaign. Epic skill tome, probably going to go into Criodan. I don't need anything from there. Another ancient pool. Sure, wait. For 10? 1.5 hours left. We're not going to get it in 1.5 hours. Let's go. Oh, who do we got? Lordly Legionary. Probably the worst epic, right? Wow, okay. I don't know why he's a 4.6 on finite. Maybe it's in comparison to rares, but no, he's a no. Got me excited. Who would I pull here? Queen of Hearts I would 100% pull. And probably, I forget her name, Deep Book Nagus. I don't think, no. Yeah, I'd definitely pull those two, hypothetically, if I was pulling. An hour and a half. Look, what I'm going to do is, let's select these two. An hour and a half. I'm going to sit here for an hour and a half doing campaign to see if we can 3-star all of normal, hard. Yeah, hard's the one I'm thinking. If we can 3-star all of hard. If we can do that in the next 90 minutes, I'm going to pull the Sacred while it's progressive chance. Livy said you play... I don't know if your name's Livy or Levi. We're going to go with Livy. Livy, you play League of Legends, you're a Dirty Briar player. You can keep that Dirty Briar away from me. I'll just play Teemo, you know. I'm a dirty Teemo player. No, I'm not kidding. I'm actually a dirty Teemo player. So you can play Briar all you want. You want to see more people rush Frozen Banshee? Frozen Banshee would be really good with this start. She would be really, really good with the king. That could be my name, Plops and the King. Oh, getting a phone call. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna mute myself. sorry about that. I am back. Just had to sort out dinner. Getting some GYG from Guzman. Flip Pelop. Flip Pelop. I don't know about Flip Pelop. Flip Pelop. For League of Legends, message me on my Discord server. And I've got a League of Legends channel there. We can message there and organize playing. I play in Oceania, by the way. I'm in Australia, if you guys haven't figured that out. So if you're in Oceania, we can play. If you're in North America, I'm not doing that again. Oh, okay, the Jurassic Park free framing. Okay. No. The ringtone's not what you think it is. It's a it was a dare with a mate. It's the Nokia ringtone, but it's a dubstep remix version with what's that song? Lamborghini Mercy. Is that with Lil Wayne and I don't even remember. Anyway, it's a remix dubstep song. It's not just the thing. But the funny thing is, because everyone's reaction is the exact same. I've had it ring at the gym. I've had it ring just like in random places because I have my phone on loud, and everyone's head turns and goes, "What the heck is that? Like, is this guy living in 2005 still? Like, what the heck?" But yeah, no, it's funny. I apologize that you heard that. I will put it on silent now, but. Warframe Power World. Okay, Warframe I played on release. I think that was in 2015, I think. I remember playing that a lot when it came out. I know it's improved a lot since then, but I know it takes a lot of time. Like, it's back then it was an absolute grind. I know they improved how it played and all that, but I know it's an absolute grind. You got to really dedicate yourself to it. So I haven't been on Warframe for a decade. Power World, I played for about 3 hours because someone that I used to work with said it was great and everyone was playing together at work, and I jumped on it and I just thought it was... I didn't like it. Let's just say that. It wasn't my cup of tea. League of Legends I've been playing since 2000, not 2000, since Season 2, since the release of Diana, Rengar, when all of those came out. It's quite a long time there, so it's always been something like whenever I've got free time and I'm not doing anything, I'll play it while I'm playing Raid as well. Like, I usually throw Raid up on my second monitor and just hit next, pushing campaign battles while I'm in League. It's so easy to just quickly alt tab and jump across. Sniper Elite Resistance. I've played some of the earlier Sniper Elite games over 10 years ago, I believe that was as well. It's fun. I haven't played any of the ones that have multiplayer. I've seen some footage of it, of some of those professional snipers that will go into someone's lobby and hunt them down and try and take them out. That looks pretty cool. Looks like a very interesting game. But no, I've only played the older ones where it's just the campaign only. But it's pretty cool. Made a new reroll account. Pelops Nama. Got Doorkeep and Palace. Should I keep playing or go with this link? Brother, you got Palace. People would send you money for that account. You keep playing that account. Pelops Nama. Nama, you got Palace. Like, don't even think about anything else. Like, your comparison shouldn't be Nama versus the King. It should be Palace versus the world. You've got Pelops and Palace. Like, you just have to play that account. Don't think about a new account. Don't restart. Just play that account. Your Pelops Nama Palace will get you to Nightmare in the first week, and your whole game mode is just on easy now. All your dungeons are easy. Can everyone in chat just tell this guy not to give up that account? And if he does, make sure you pay him well for it. No, I'm kidding. I didn't say that. But yeah, you don't give up a Palace account. It's like pulling a Newt or a Wixwell. You know, Palace is top 10. Top 20. Definitely top 20. Top 10's... It depends what game mode you're talking about, but she's definitely up there. Gosh, this is taking forever, hey. I've gotta go for dinner in 35 minutes. So we're not going to be able to pull the Sacred with the progressive chance, which is a bit unfortunate. I could pull the Voids for the progressive chance, but it won't be on 2x, so... But it's also not a 1+1 for the Voids. I'm going to leave the Voids. We're not touching the Voids. We'll do them tomorrow. We're just going to push this for 30 minutes, and then... What we're going to do is... When I get back from dinner, I'm going to play this tonight and tomorrow morning. And absolutely grind it and make sure I get the Sacred from normal, from hard and brutal, so I can do 2 Sacred pulls tomorrow. If I can get the dungeons complete too, I'll try and do that. Warframe got a massive up. Yeah, I've seen lots of good things about Warframe lately. But it's just like Raid, right? Like you can just invest hours and hours and hours into it endlessly. So yeah. You pulled a Kebron and have Hecaton? Brother. I've never played with Hecaton, but I've done Kebron as well. I know Hecaton's obviously... Hecaton's better than Palace. Hecaton's top tier. That sounds like a good account. If you have Pelops on that account too. Bro, your Argonauts are set. That's so good. I've got the Tectian account, and I'll be honest, I haven't put much time into it lately. I've been logging in daily, hitting clan boss, and hopping off. Now, I know all of you guys, a lot of you guys have messaged me wanting that account, especially if I'm not playing it. I'm being a little selfish here, and I kind of want to keep it, and play it out, but I got a feeling that I won't be able to keep it and play this one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play this for maybe a week. I'll make a video tomorrow when I do my Sacred and Void pulls. And I'll play this for probably a week, I think, and see how we go. And if I'm really invested into it, I'll continue. If not, I've got to invest my time back into the accounts I have at the moment, because I can't keep doing this. Makes for good content. Everyone loves a new link and a new code, but no one loves someone who's just creating new accounts every week, right? I mean, it depends. If you guys are making accounts alongside me and you want to track progress together, I'm happy to continue an account. Like this, for example, if you guys have made an account with this today, I know a lot of you have, I'm happy to continue, so we can track our goals. But if you... Things like the Tectian account and stuff aren't realistic to track, you know? What other games do we play? So I've got... I haven't really been into the Call of Duties lately. I've got Call of Duty... What one is this? I don't even know. It just says Call of Duty. I think it's 6. I don't even know. I've got one of the Call of Duties. Pretty good at it. Grew up playing a lot of Call of Duties, Black Ops, Modern Warfare, etc. All the way from Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 1. But got away from it when I jumped on PC and, you know, stopped using PlayStation. But, yeah. Got some Call of Duties. Got Forza. Tried to play Star Wars The Old Republic recently, because I heard that, because it became free on Steam. I heard it was good. Huge Star Wars fan, but just couldn't get into it. It was... it's just not my cup of tea. Like, World of Warcraft's like pushing it for that type of game that I like to play. I played a lot of New World when it came out. That's more my type of MMO. Aira, the new Argonite, looks somewhat like Kale, or are you losing it? Let me check. I haven't seen Aira. Am I tripping? Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Dun, dun, dun. The Golden Hope. Yeah, if the wings were black, red instead of black, yeah, that's Kale in a nutshell. She just needs to start floating off the ground. Damn, she looks strong. I haven't read her kit yet. Block passive, fortify, strengthen, heal reduction. Interesting. You know what they need? They need to add a Sylvan Watcher that's like a Yordle, like Teemo. It's like a little chubby poisoner. Poisons on auto attacks. Places a blind on the enemy so they miss their next attack. Like a fear. Places fear. Speed boost increase. And a perfect veil. Boom. And then an AoE every 3 rounds procs and attack all enemies poison. That procs poison. There we go. We got Teemo in raid. That would be cool. yeah. But I reckon you could dissect any League of Legends character's kit and put it into raid as an actual, character. Look, one of my favorite characters is Jax, right? You can do his A1 just like leaps on the enemy and reduces their armor and magic resist. His A2 is an enhanced attack that ignores defense and maybe steals buffs, kind of like Ezio's A3, I guess. Then his A3 can be a perfect veil. Or instead of perfect veil, instead of becoming untargetable, it could be... it'll just be a damage move. Maybe a perfect veil plus a block, a damage immunity buff. And then his ultimate, like his passive, could be every time this champion takes a turn, increases their defense, their max defense and max HP, and then they just become a tank, right? Like something like that. There's lots of cool shit that can be translated from one game to another. Damn, now I just want to play League. Alright, I got 15 minutes. Oh, 15, 30. We'll push it to... We'll do 25 more minutes. We'll do 25 more minutes. We'll finish off this campaign. And I'll wrap up the stream. I'll go have dinner. I'll come back on tonight. I won't start streaming again tonight, but I'll just push through campaign. I'll play some League of Legends. Because why not? And... yeah, and then I'll record tomorrow in 22 hours and make a video doing my Sacred Pools and my Void Pools. My a bunch of people, 25 people joined Discord within a short span of time yesterday afternoon. I just noticed in one of my bot mod channels on Discord, it flagged it as a unusual activity. Thanks guys for joining my Discord quickly. My bot thinks it's unusual. Way to go. Where are we at? This is so slow. What do we expect? Alright. One more stage for Void. Let's do that. We got... we'll do that in 15 minutes? Yeah, we can do that in 15 minutes. Do yourself a favor and quit League, my bro. I did for... Oh, you're gonna... Yeah, this is gonna be embarrassing. But when I was... What was it? 8 years ago? I think it was 7 or 8 years ago. When Fortnite came out... Yes, when Fortnite came out. Season 1, back on Tilted Towers, I stopped playing League. I set up the PlayStation and I played Fortnite. For a year. Played it for a year. It's pretty good. A few hundred wins. It was a small addiction, not crazy, but a small addiction. Played it for about a year, and then I had to go. I went on my computer for something. I played like one game of League, and then boom, just never touched Fortnite again. I was back on League. But it's always been. It's one of those things where I've so many friends through it in the last 10, 12 years, however long it's been. So many friends, so many people across like different states that I've met, even around the world that I've met. So it's just always that thing we just kind of go back to just for a quick game. Like in this year alone, just in 2026, I've only played ARAM and Arena. I played my first Summoner's Rift game the other day in draft, and I had no idea what was going on. Like the towers were different. The fact that you get a third summoner spell, that was like bizarre to me. I am interested though, because they're releasing League of Legends Classic. They've already released it in the PBE. I'm going to be playing that. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be making some videos on it. I'm going to be streaming it. I'm going to be playing some League of Legends Classic, because that's when I started playing. Like a lot of those champions, all those items were out when I was playing. So, like the last game I ever played on the North American server before they created an Oceanic server was with AP Master Yi, where your Q scaled with like 150% of your AP or something. It was crazy. Yeah, easiest champion to get a pentakill on is AP Master Yi. Hey Brandon Jr., welcome to the chat. We're just ranting about games I probably shouldn't be playing. And we're trying out the King Link. If you haven't tried it yet, you're doing good. I am doing good. I'm doing great. I've been talking for 2.5 hours straight, and I haven't given up. I'd planned to stream for the rest of the night. However, the missus just called saying she'll be home in 20 minutes, and we've got to go out and grab Guzman some GYG. So instead of getting the luxury delivery, gotta leave the house, stretch the legs, grab some Guzman, grab a nice, what do we have there? We got the Cali burrito. I usually grab the Cali burrito with chicken. I'll grab it in a meal with some chips. I'll have that. Might, put the feet up on the couch for a little bit, watch something. And then I'll be back on, so it's 10 to 6 now, it's 5:50 PM. Maybe around 7 o'clock or 7:30. So an hour and a half break. I'll be pushing campaign in the background while I do this. And then I'll be back on. I probably won't start the stream again tonight. I'll leave it as a 3-hour stream. But yeah, I'll definitely record in 24 hours. At the end of the first 24 hours, I'll record the Sacred Shard pool and the Void pool. You're having a collaboration with another YouTuber, so would you love to join us on a video or live stream? Is this regarding Raid? Absolutely. Definitely down for it. Just let me know when. I'll put my Discord in chat. Feel free to join it and message me. Definitely interested in collaboration, just to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Just let me know when. Alright, as soon as we finish 12-7, we'll call it quits. I'll throw some potions into either Pelops or the King to get him to level 40 to finish off that mission. And then I'll log into this account on my phone and just push campaign in the background. but we'll call it a wrap. I'm probably gonna use Criodan only for half of hard campaign, by the way, just to kind of speed it up, because it is a little bit faster than using the king, but I don't want to level him up past 40 just yet, until we get to the end of Brutal, and then I'll level him up to 40 and then, sorry, to 50 and get him farming 12-3. But he needs the gear for it. There's no point getting him to rank 5 if he doesn't have the gear. He's very, very gear dependent. Needs speed and accuracy. Like, he should be landing those freezes on the basics, but I've got no accuracy on him at the moment. So, well, that was pretty good. But, yeah, we'll use the king to clear off hard and brutal. I'll get the 3 stars everywhere. We'll grab the sacreds, and I'll create a video tomorrow in about 22 hours. I'll make a video pulling the sacreds and the voids. For tonight, I don't think I have a video for tonight. It's just this stream. Let's check. I've done that, haven't I? Keyhawk episode 7. Yeah, we've done Keyhawk. That can go there. I've got footage. Let me know. Yeah, let me know if you're interested. I've got footage of some games that I've played. So I've got some League of Legends footage of some games, just banter with one of my mates playing ARAM Mayhem. I don't think it's interesting enough to put up on YouTube, so I haven't edited that yet. There's 7 videos there that I could put up. I think 1 or 2 of them might be Arena. So I'm just going to leave that on the side for now. But I've also got my partner and I playing It Takes Two. We've got 4 episodes there. They're about an hour each. I might chop and edit them up, just the funniest moments. But I think 2 of them were recorded before I had this mic. So I don't know what the audio is going to be like as well with that. So if you're interested in seeing other games, especially funny things like that, you know, my partner and I playing It Takes Two, or, you know, me and my best mate playing League. I've even got, I got 007 First Light when that came out, the day it came out. I did a full intro video on that. It's about 2 hours long. I'm happy to edit that and upload that. If you guys are interested in that as well, just let me know. Epilogue you complete. What was that noise? Give me the voids. What didn't we 3-star? I'm tripping here. Why? Because that's probably why. Let's super rate it. You pulled you put Genzen and Pelagus. Genzen's useful, right? He's a damage dealer. Attacks all enemies. Oh, he's pretty weak. Alright, you got 2 legendaries, but they're not the best. Genzen seems like he's good in Finite. I'm just looking up their kits now, because I'm not familiar with their kits. They're both good in Finite. Wow. And Pelagus has a block passive skills and enfeeble, and it removes all buffs from enemies. Alright, so it looks like he'll be good in Arena, and his A1's a triple hit. It's good Finite. Alright, Pelagus isn't too bad. Your Genzen, though, doesn't look the strongest. Is that it? Is that the... yes. Alright, cool. Finished normal. That took way too long. Wow, 2.5 hours. Alright. I don't know if it was the talking or if it was the multitasking. or the lack of nuka, but let's not do that again. That was terrible. See, I think you need crit on Criodan to push that faster. I'm not going to grab the energy yet. I will change my name. So let's go with... Why is it not letting me? Come on. I'm thinking either... Ooh, King Plops. I can go King Pelops. King Gallcobar. King Pelops. Hey, yeah, that's gonna be one word, right? The Poison King. Yeah, the Poison King, that's available. We're gonna put Kale's icon there because that's funny. Because, you know, he's a poisoner. We're also gonna throw Venomage in there so everyone knows that I used this code, because why not? And we are going to pull absolutely nothing. I'm really tempted to pull these. I'm not going to. That's stupid. 1%. 0.5%. I'm not doing it. Never mind. I'm not tempted. Forget I said anything. Though, a Queen of Hearts would be amazing. It's not going. It's like a 4% chance that it'll be her. 0.5% chance I get a legendary, and it's like a 4% chance that'll be her. Or even less. I don't even know. The odds are terrible. That clears that off. Alright. I'm going to jump off now. I'm going to link this to here so I get that. And then I'll open it on my phone and continue on campaign. Oh, actually, before we go, let's do... how many potions do we have? We got enough. Get him up to 40. Yeah, it's a bit too many. Just do that. That completes that. 2 artifacts level 12. What I'm going to do is quickly do one more clan boss. Accuracy, sure. Close you off. Speed, sure. Defense percent gloves or HP percent gloves? Don't have any HP percent gloves. Defense percent gloves it is. And that's HP for that. And then I need one more. We can do... Don't I have something on her? That one. That one. That's garbage. They're all garbage. Okay. Never mind. And then do I want speed for the last 2? Ooh. Flat defense and a shield. I'm going to do that because it has accuracy. And a shield. Swapping those 2 over. And then... Oh, even better. Yeah, we'll go with that. Cool. Alright, let's get these up to level 8. That should keep Venomage alive long enough. I'll put maybe 4 potions into Venomage just to get her stats up a little bit. I'm calling Venomage a her. I know there's a debate out there, but Venomage is a her for me. And let's see. We've already 1-keyed easy without a Venomage. Let's see if we can 1-key. What am I doing? A few potions. Blue. Let's do 6. Let's do 12. We got the potions. Don't recommend doing this, by the way. Just play it, level it up normally. Clan boss, Demon Lord, normal. We don't want HP. Do we want just chuck in that? Oh, he's not. What does he have? Let's give him some more crits, because why not? Does he have gear? He has gear. What is he missing? He needs XP. Ah, he's just taking. He's getting 6. He doesn't deserve the full shebang. What do we think? Are we gonna 1-key normal as well? Oh, can't possibly, can we? Oh, so The thing that's gonna stuff us up is just no one being ascended. Like 3-star ascension on just Venomage and Pelops alone would sort this out. So when I'm pushing campaign, I'm also gonna try and push the dungeons and get some potions just so we can get Pelops ascended. I will be ascending Pelops before the king. They use different potions anyway, so like it's not going to be too hard to get them both done tonight, but I do definitely want to do Pelops before the king, just to get his HP burn. There's a lot of damage there that we're missing. You just pulled a Whisper. Perfect. Whisper would be great. Raw damage dealer. You have a Varkos and non-upgrade? Oh, okay. Well, then you're fine. Yeah, definitely not an upgrade there. Alright, so we're already over the 1 mil in 10 turns. We need 3.6, I'm pretty sure, for the normal one. I think we're going to get to like just under 3. I feel like when it gets to boss turn 15, everyone but Pelops and the king are dead. And we're not fast enough to keep the poisons and stuff out there. Decrease attack, that's good. Poison's good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, turn 15, turn 16. Absolutely nuked. That's right, 2-1. It's our first normal key. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I expected. Totally what I expected. Leave that there. Alright, I'm jumping off now. Thanks for watching. I'm going to gonna link this account and put it on my phone, and I'll be grinding it for a little bit, and then we'll put a video out tomorrow doing the sacred and the void pools. So thank you everyone for participating and kept me busy for the last 3 hours. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.